It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Falcons and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Bridgewater now. And this will be incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And it's fielded at the 34. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Off play action. Chambers.
Left side to Lamb.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Play fake. Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And while hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Back to throw. Chambers.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first down, Chambers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. You definitely won't let them hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that, a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To the air again with Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 2nd down now, Finch, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Chambers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Chambers. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. This one caught by Ridley.
is here, baby.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Bridgewater. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Oh.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. Now Bridgewater. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense. That's not good enough, man.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Looking to throw. Chambers. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson His 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it, because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games, and the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. To throw on 2nd down, Chambers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Chambers.
No!
Go here. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the
Cacchio di tempo
quarterback's
per
hand, and it's
lanciare.
incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Bridgewater.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
A final shot before break. Chambers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Takes it at the 7th.
Now a hit and a
Ma che
loose
fumble,
football.
no.
The Falcons grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a foul.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that one, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Bridgewater on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Washington. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Pura full start.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. A carry for Gibson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, right back to Gibson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. C.D. Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Draw play, Madison, and shedding through the tackle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Chambers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and power running here down to the 6-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Back to throw. Chambers. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. McCann's kick up and good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Still 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of it?
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Sebastian Joseph Day in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
Right back to Pitts again.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A first down throw for Bridgewater.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Now, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. third down, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chambers. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg, Chambers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McCann's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing on 1st down, Chambers. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody? And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. They'll look to throw. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.